Guys, it's new electric scooter day, and not just any scooter. We have one of the very first Segway MAX G3s in our hands. We're gonna unbox the G3 and get into a quick first ride impressions before the full review that's coming out later this month. If there's anything specific you want us to focus on in that full review, please leave your ideas in the comments. We check all of them. So the MAX G2 that came before this was easily one of the most known scooters at its price point. And for good reason. It's extremely well built. It has nicely integrated dual suspension and a 1,000-watt rear hub motor, all in a 53-pound package, which is extremely impressive. I seen this earlier at CES this year, but now that I have it in hand, I can immediately tell you that it's a major upgrade. They doubled the power from 1,000 watt to 2,000 watts, and it's 850 watt nominal. The speed is up to 28 miles per hour on the MAX G3 versus 22 miles on the G2. They added dual disc brakes. The tires have been bumped up from 10 inch to 11 inches. The waterproofing has been improved to IPX6. It's got a beautiful TFT display now too. They even added a few unique features that we haven't seen before, and we are really excited to check it out and show you guys. And for the next few weeks, they might be giving one of the craziest deals in the entire electric scooter space. No lie. And that's because they'll be offering a Segway MAX G3 for $899 during pre-order the next few weeks. So only for the next few weeks, you can get this for $899. And then after that, it'll go to its full retail price of $13.99. All right, so let's open this up. Let's get it unboxed. And then I'm gonna get to a quick first riding impressions and get that to you as well. But I'm not gonna break out the Draggy, no scientific test on this video. The top speed, range, all that's gonna be in a full review. So get subscribed to see that full review. And also, if you have anything specific you want me to focus on in that review, leave the comments below in this video and I will make sure I get to it. But let's go. Wow. There's your tools right here, your instructions. I wrote this at CES and was waiting for this to get into the ESG offices. Now that it's finally here, it's cool. And $899 is actually a great price. So back in January, I did speak to somebody from Segway when I was at CES and they were telling about the price. And they told me under $1,500 and I thought that was amazing. But seeing how you can get it for $899 right now, I think that's actually crazy. And that's a good deal. So it's a quick setup. You just put the handlebars on and latch these two things on and I think you should be good to go. You can already see that the TFT display is, I love this thing, man. And it has an app where you can dial in the settings. And it has been the #1 thing on all scooters. It has turn-by-turn navigation when you get it hooked up to your phone. I know we've seen this with other scooters, but that's with the phone. You have to use your actual phone and pad your phone out and then give you turn-by-turn within the app. But this one has it on the TFT screen, but we'll get into that later. Let's pull it out the box. I guess we'll find out how heavy this thing is. Let's see. Oh, it's not heavy at all. Let me just get it out the styrofoam because I don't want to make a mess while I'm here in public. As I'm pretty sure you guys can see the animals were making all that noise. But boom, here we go. This off. Boom, look at that. So let's see what else comes in the box. You get a user manual and then important information on like riding safety tips. They give you a thank you note, valve extender, Allen wrenches, and also they give you this cord. So if you're looking for the charger brick, that's not what this is. You actually put it right here. It's a charge port door right here. We've seen this on the other 9bots, but they said this is a 3x charger. You plug this to your wall, boom, pop it right here. We'll put the charge time on the screen when we have that. Boom, and you go just directly to a wall. So that's what comes in the box, but I recommend you guys get into the user manual because this scooter is super high tech. It offers a ton of features within the app, and this is what helps you understand what's going on, like app features. They have light effects, starting speed, energy recovery, imperial metric system, locking, scheduled charging, so many things. Apple Find My. I know when we get electric scooters, sometimes we take these user manuals and we throw them away, but with the Segway MAX G3, it's actually worth getting into and reading so you can really know your scooter. It's not my favorite thing, but before you get this scooter going, you actually have to charge it for a few seconds, then power it on, then scan a QR code to activate it in the app, and then get it going. So go inside, plug this bad boy in for a few seconds, and then come back outside. All right, so I'm back outside my house. I just plugged the scooter up for a few seconds, and now it's on. After a quick startup menu, once you connect the app, as you can see how much battery you got left. the dashboard, power on and off. But first, let's go into the settings because I know this scooter has a ton to offer, and that's where all your bread and butter is going to be, in the settings menu. And yeah, so boom, look at all that. Locking, alert, Apple Find My, auto power off, traction control, choose your speeds. But first of all, let's go to Imperial/metric system because I'm in America, so of course, I want to switch the units over. But yeah, let's look at all these things you can get in here. Let's choose speeds. Let's see. You can't cut off eco mode, but it has drive, sports, walk mode. What else is in here? Let's just go top down. So if you turn this function on, that means you need a passcode to unlock the scooter, or you have to use the app, which comes pretty handy. Abnormality alert basically is when it feels like it's getting stolen. I like to keep this off because sometimes when you're in a car and it jiggles around, it kind of goes off. So Apple Find My. See, now this is important right here. Let me turn this on because I want to pair. Set Segway kick scooter connect. Boom. So I have the Apple Find My on here. So in case if something happens or somebody unfortunately tries to steal it from me, I can have visuals on it all the time. So let's get back into the app. So yeah, it's just a few things that, I mean, it's way more than a few things, but yeah, I'm max speed, max on everything. Wow. So look, you get in here that you can control how fast you go in each mode. Yeah, so this is how you turn it up. So I'm gonna turn sport mode on. This app is easily integrated into the scooter. So you get into things like the custom mode speed, and you can set the speed and then you can set the speed of each mode you want to go. So, eco 10 miles per hour drive. Then you have to turn on sport mode. And then I'll just turn it up all the way to the max, which is 28 miles per hour. Now enable boost mode. And even right here, they tell you what boost mode is. So what is boost mode? Let's find out together. This is how you get max acceleration when you're riding the scooter. Let's turn on the boost mode. Boost mode function provides rider with a stronger starting acceleration. And we're all about testing everything at the highest speed over here at ESG. So that's great. So yeah, that's just a few things you can kind of get into. But while we're here, so it has two chargers. It has this right here, which is the flash charge. It has a 3. To get a full charge from 0 to 100%, Segway is saying it's taking about 3.5 hours, which is amazing because on the Max G2, it took 6 hours to charge that bad boy. Not only is this 3.5 charger here compared to the 6 hours on the Max G2, this scooter actually supports dual charging. So this is another charge port door. So if you have both chargers, this one and that one, it'll knock it down to like around 2 to 2.5 hours from 0 to 100, which is phenomenal. One thing I like about Segway is that they're kind of honest about their products. So when you trying to buy a scooter, everybody gives you the max range and they give you like the highest number. In fine print, it says 25 miles for max speed. So here at ESG, we normally test all the scooters in the max setting. So the highest accelerations, the highest riding modes. And we normally get half the range that's advertised. And right here, they actually tell you about how far you're gonna go. So we'll actually test all the range, the top speed, and the hill climbing and everything on our full review. But so yeah, that's actually pretty cool that Segway is actually giving you guys their honest truth about their range numbers. Segway is also offering an external extra battery option. We don't have one yet, but it's coming this summer. I actually seen one at CES 2025, and it's like you just mount it and it's a full second battery that you can add. The internal battery is a 597 watt hour battery, and the optional external battery will be 460 watt hours. So you can add on about another 80% extra range. So that's pretty cool. All right, before I get into my riding impressions, I just wanted to show y'all both scooters side by side. So that's the Max G2. This is a Max G3. You can already automatically tell just from the first sight and see that this is a more upgraded scooter. So top to bottom, like you have this display, you have the normal display here, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. You get all your numbers right here. Even the cockpit, look right here. And then you come over here, boom, drastically dynamic looking scooter. Like look at the cockpit. You still got a thumb throttle right here and whatnot, but you get dual brakes. So let's check this out. You just have one brake on this one. And look, dual hydraulic brakes. You get the full screen. Let's just peel this off real fast. Amazing. I'm outside. I can see it in real time. I know it's a little glare from the camera, but you can see it perfectly just fine. Walk, 0, range, battery miles. I can see how long it was ridden for. And even like the headlights, like if you get into a headlight, you turn it on, it's right here, it's up here. You got this headlight right here, compared to this headlight right here, and this reflector. But up top, look at the suspension. You got a little suspension here, but look how upgraded this one is right up here. And this right now you can get for $899. I thought the $1399 price was justified for a single motor. It's not too many single motor scooters that I would buy at that price, but I'll be comfortable buying a G3 because consistently when nobody doesn't know what a scooter is, I've always recommend this scooter. Like, hey, Ninebot is the way you can get into it. They've been around for so long. They make such well products. It's easy to get into. So this one is a great upgrade. But to say you can get it for $899 for a few weeks, I think it's a steal. Look, I didn't even look at this smart light beam right here. So it's actually pretty good. Just one more thing, one more thing. The folding mechanism. So I'm trying to get this so y'all can see it. So when you fold it, you had to lock it in right here. And I didn't like it because it always made it stick out just a little bit more from right here on this side. But with the new folding mechanism, and we'll go more over this in the review, when you pop it down, it has a latch right here. So you just put that latch in there and then that connects that way. And it stays in more that way and it's upright as far as like being kind of tilted. But enough talking. Let's get on this scooter and get it going. I'm gonna cut on 0 start. It's like 0 start. So we're gonna cut that to 0 start. This scooter is actually pretty cool. So they thought about everything. So if you have the, you hear that? I have the right turn signal on. So it beeps and makes all this noise, but you can actually go inside the app and turn all this off if you didn't want it to make anything. So they kind of pretty much give you a lot. We'll do all the testing later, but yeah, right now it feels nice. It's really to have a Ninebot Max go over speeds of 25 miles per hour. It's actually really good. Yeah, I'm not gonna do top speed run or acceleration tests in this video, of course. I just want to get a quick little feel of how it is and let you guys really just focus on the display right here. Dang, it actually feels good. Like really good. Let me go over some bumps, see how it feels on gravel. Yeah, it just ate that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know I'm just riding and not saying much, but I'm really taking it in. The throttle response is real nice, real gradual, but it also, you can feel the power when you slam down on it. Nothing too head twitchy. You know, some throttles, no matter the speed, if it's not set right, you can hit it and it can jerk you off. Super plush, the suspension, man, you can really feel that squat. You can really feel that quad suspension. I really feel like I'm floated, not to sound corny, but I really feel like I'm kind of lightweight floating while riding. Let's just check out the brakes real fast. Okay. You got good smooth brakes. What else? You got a bell right here. You got turn signals. I guess the only thing I would say to me, from my size 13 size foot, my only thing right now that I'm feeling is that, you know, I wish it was a little bit more deck space. I think the original Ninebot Max had a ton of space, but it didn't offer that many features. But other than that, it's still pretty good. Yeah, so let's just keep riding. It's a gradual response. Ooh, I'm not gonna go too fast. I'm on a trail. But let's go off road and see how this feels. Yeah, it took it pretty good. So yeah, having 11-inch tires actually makes the ride more comfortable with the suspension. And that's pretty much all the power you need too. Not all the power you need, but the scooter's not charged all the way up, so I don't think I'm gonna hit the top speed of 28. But let's see what we'll get at 63% speed. So we don't have the data on the screen because, you know, this is not the full review, but on the TFT display, I'm going 25 against the wind right now, and I can really feel it. At $13.99, I think this is actually a good scooter, but there's other scooters that's more comparable, like, there's other scooters in this price range that might have dual motors and whatnot. But at $8.99 for what you can get right now, I think this is a steal. It's one of the best scooters out there. It's looking like it could be one of the better scooters released this year. And if you can hop on it right now to save some money, why not? Because it has all the things you need, all the bells and whistles, and just enough speed that you need to go through a daily life with traffic. But anyway, check back for our full review. If you have any ideas for what you want us to focus on in that full review, put them in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. And I'm out. Pyaw!